It is extremely difficult for people to survive the coldest areas on Earth. Nonetheless, intrepid explorers and scientists who have adequate insulation have discovered techniques to survive in freezing environments. Ordinary thermometers are not appropriate for use in the majority of the locations listed below. This would cause your skin to freeze in a matter of minutes if it were exposed, and the droplets in your breath would transform into crystals as you exhale. You are going to require a coat, as your mother could say. The majority of these locations are also stations where significant and groundbreaking research has been conducted throughout the years. The fields of climate study, geology, astronomy, and severe biomedicine have all flourished in these harsh temperatures and circumstances. Consequently, get yourself a hot cup of cocoa and get ready to learn about the most spine-chilling locations on the entire Earth. Number 10. Snag, Yukon, Canada. A record low temperature was reported during an exceptional winter in the 1940s in the settlement of Snag, which is located in Yukon, Canada. Snag is a village that has since been abandoned and is located in a bowl-shaped valley. Residents of the area said that their breath became frozen in the air as they exhaled, and it fell to the ground as a white dust. This was a result of the extreme cold. Even more peculiar was the fact that they discovered that noises traveled significantly further in the cold, dense air, with voices being heard several miles away from where they originated. Number 9. North Ice, Greenland. Before a group of explorers and scientists were able to use supplies and instruments that were dropped by military aircraft, this research station was initially reached by dog sledges. It was established in 1952 by the British North Greenland Expedition. At the time, the temperature reading that was taken in 1954 was the coldest that had ever been recorded in the Northern Hemisphere until that point. Geology, seismology, physiology, and glaciology were among the fields that were investigated during the expedition's extensive study findings. Number 8. Orymak in Russia. We would be quite interested in hearing real estate brokers try to sell this particular region of rural Russia, which is sometimes referred to as the coldest permanently inhabited settlement on the entire planet. It is located between two valleys, which trap cold winds between them, making the circumstances even more severe. The population of this area is less than 1,000 people. It would appear that local schools only close when temperatures drop below minus 55 degrees Celsius, as they remain frozen throughout the winter. Number 7. Klink Research Station, Greenland. Despite being the largest island in the world, Greenland has a relatively low population density because of the enormous ice sheet that covers a significant portion of its area. For the purpose of establishing weather stations in this difficult climate, it is necessary for courageous scientists to traverse the landscape on snowmobiles while carrying their instruments in their feet. However, it is worth it. These stations have not only contributed to the advancement of climate science, but they have also documented some of the most severe weather events in the Northern Hemisphere. As a result of its location in close proximity to the highest point on the ice sheet, the Klink Research Station is subjected to the harshest aspects of the dry and cold continental environment. Number 6. Verkhoyansk, Russia. This Russian village, which is located within the Arctic Circle and is one of the areas that are believed to be the northern pole of cold, is home to approximately 1,000 people. It is also one of the places where the coldest temperatures that have ever been recorded in the Northern Hemisphere have been recorded. Because of the Siberian High, which is a region of cold and dense air, it has a climate that is completely distinct. Temperature inversions, which are pockets in which temperatures actually rise with altitude, are common in this region for their frequency. Incredible as it may sound, Verkhoyansk experiences summer temperatures that are consistently higher than 30 degrees Celsius. The town is home to some of the most significant temperature shifts between winter and summer that can be found any place on the planet. In addition, we believe that the United Kingdom is subject to change. Number 5. Denali, Alaska. At an elevation of more than 6,000 meters above sea level, the mountain peak that is the highest in North America is a sight that is both stunning and daunting. Additionally, it is a climber's heaven. Nonetheless, if you are considering making an ascent, you will require an amazing base layer attire. In 2003, a meteorological station that was located in close proximity to the peak recorded the coldest temperature ever recorded in the United States, which was a chilly minus 73.8 degrees Celsius. After being known as Mount McKinley for a time, the United States government changed the mountain's official name to Denali. This is the name that the Koyukon people, who live in the region surrounding the mountain, call it. Number 4. Dome Argus, Antarctic Plateau. How low are we able to go? The scientists think that we might be able to find out at this location. A reading that would steal a throne has not yet been made at Dome Argus, which is located close to the current record holder, Dome Fuji. However, researchers believe that a nearby ridge is home to the coldest natural conditions on the planet. In 2018, a group of researchers from the University of Colorado at Boulder utilized infrared mapping technology to locate areas in eastern Antarctica that have the potential to experience temperatures that are lower than -90 degrees Celsius. These are found in shallow topographic depressions close to the highest part of the ice sheet at an elevation ranging from 3,800 to 4,050 meters, and Dome Argus is one of the most prominent possibilities for this phenomenon. Number 3. Amundsen-Scott South Pole Station, Antarctica. Because the people who live and work at the Amundsen-Scott South Pole Station only witness one sunrise and one sunset in a year, it may not come as a surprise that it is the location of some of the coldest temperatures that have ever been recorded. Overlooking the Antarctic Plateau, the station is located at an elevation of approximately 3,000 meters above mean sea level. It is highly improbable that temperatures will rise much higher than -12 degrees Celsius here, even on a summer day. From the time when the United States established the first base at this location in 1956, the station has been continually manned, and the current population is approximately 150 people on average, although during the winter months, the number of people lowers to a skeleton crew. Researchers at the station are engaged in a wide range of activities, including the study of neutrinos, the practice of biomedicine, and the utilization of the South Pole Telescope to make measurements of the cosmic microwave background. Number 2. Vostok Research Station, Antarctica. One of the areas on Earth that is the coldest is also one of the places that has the most sunshine. This means that the Vostok Research Station in Antarctica receives more than 22 hours of sunlight throughout the month of December. In the opposite direction, during the polar night, there are exactly 0 hours of sunlight, and Vostok records the lowest mean annual temperature of any weather station on the planet. This station, which was created by the Soviet Union in 1957, is currently the location of some very interesting research. Lake Vostok is a massive subglacial lake that is concealed beneath the ice, and scientists have explored it using ice cores and magnetometry in addition to other methods. An ecosystem consisting of bacteria and multicellular organisms that have been isolated from the rest of the world was found by the researchers there. Number 1. Dome Fuji, Antarctic. When the Landsat 8 satellite pointed its instruments at a high ridge on the East Antarctic ice sheet in 2010, it confirmed what scientists had anticipated about the temperature of the region, that it was cold, extremely cold climate. The previous record for the coldest spot on Earth was held at the Vostok Station, which had been in place since 1983. This arid and chilly desert was designated the coldest place on Earth when it recorded a temperature of -92.3 degrees Celsius. Incredible as it may seem, humanity have discovered ways to live and work in this location despite the fact that temperatures here rarely get over -30 degrees Celsius. Ice cores that were dug in the vicinity provide us with a glimpse into 720,000 years of paleoclimatic history. The Dome Fuji Station, which is located nearby, was constructed in the year 1995. Have you considered going? Bring a thermos with you. Before you go, make sure you watch the video that NASA has created to describe the location. Subscribe now for more amazing videos like this.